The questions come up everywhere I go. What is wrong with Chris Davis? Why isn't he hitting more home runs? Why isn't he hitting higher for batting average and driving in more runs? Do you see anything? It's, well, you know, on occasion I do. Is he trying to pull the ball too much? That I don't really think so, because we've got to look at the numbers of where he hits the ball, left field, center field, right field, in order to determine, is he trying to pull the ball too much? Let's take a look at some of the numbers on the screen. In 2013, you see 23% of his hits went to left field, 36% to center field, 41% of the time he pulled the ball. Now let's go to 2014 and see if there's much difference. He's actually going the opposite way, 4% more than he did last year. Look at the numbers here to center field, not quite as much as straightaway center field, and maybe just a little bit more, 1% more to right field. That would say to me, well, no, he's really not trying to pull the ball more. Then what is the problem? It's got to be, since it's not logistical, it's got to be mechanical. And some of the reasons why I think the things that I see tell me certain things that he's doing in his swing. And let me go over to this side of the plate where Chris is and show you exactly what I see, because a catcher, a good catcher, has to read hitters. When he's hitting a lot of ground balls to second base and a lot of ground balls to shortstop, you can tell that that top hand for the left-hander is taking over in his swing too much. And what I mean by that, you know, when Chris gets ready to, he has to read the pitch. When that front foot sets down and the bat starts to swing at it, at contact, you want to see this right here. This top hand is underneath the bat, it's squared up on the ball, and there's no roll at all. Now what I see when he makes good contact, you see that the bat squares up on the ball, and when it comes off the bat, it comes off the bat with backspin and heads up in the air, and you've seen him hit some very long and very high home runs. But what I saw earlier in the season, and right now he's really starting to come out of it, is right at this point right here, this top hand starts to roll over. And when it starts to roll over, he catches either the upper half of the ball or he misses it altogether when he goes to swing. And I'm going to show you some video of some good swings that he took and some bad swings earlier in the season that he's been taking. He's kind of fighting his way out of it, but let's go back to the video again. Watch this right at the point of contact. It looks like he's on the ball. You can see that, and all of a sudden, as that top hand takes over, he completely goes over the top of the ball and misses it. You see where that top hand just rolled, and it's starting a little bit too. Yes, it's a lot about rhythm and timing, because look at this right here. He is more squared up on the ball right now. The top hand is not releasing as quick, and all he has to do is make contact with his massive amount of power. It doesn't take a big hard swing in order for him to hit the ball out of the ballpark. So what are we looking at? I think we're going to have a much better and a much bigger second half, as long as he stays right on that ball with that extension that he has right there, and with his power. Kind of reminds me a little bit of myself, you know, the way I used to drive the ball out of the ballpark, you know, just massive, unbelievable.